Alright, how's it going? Welcome to 2020, first video of the year. I know I've been really fucking slack in the last fucking a long time. But anyway, so, should you go out and buy the newest headset? Well, what I've done is I've actually downgraded my old headset, the Sony Platinums, which have virtual surround sound or 3D surround sound. They're good. They're getting old. They're starting to turn to shit on the inside. Get all manky and stuff. But yeah, so I decided, well, I'm gonna need something I don't have to charge. I don't have to worry about the dongle overheating. So I went and picked myself up a set of these, the Hyperx Cloud Alphas. Now they're not. They're just standard. Was it fucking? Well, you need a DAC to make them, which I'll get to that soon. To make them surround. So to make them surround, you use the DAC. You use one of these, and pretty much that's all it does. Every surround sound set of headphones. Oops, why I locked that? Every surround sound headphones generally needs a DAC or a plug-in of some sort. So anyway, a bit more about these. What this video is going to be about is about these and how good this mic is and how bad this mic is at the same time. And I'm still getting used to using this this camera. So anyway, these headphones, they're kind of good. They apparently got this tube in them for the bass. All the sound like escapes out of here, all the bass sound, but all the high-end treble gets trapped in here. Like, they are closed back. They are pretty good. They're not they're not surround, but as I said, you can make them surround. Now I'm going to go through this as well. I'm going to also talk about using an old sound card from around the same time. It's the Omni, the Soundblaster Omni. Now the reason why I got it is to run Toastlink to run my my surround sound home theater, because computers don't run Toastlink, and generally sound cards or CPUs sound cards are pretty shit. So we'll go back over to here, and so you get this software. So I'm going to talk through this. Alright, blah blah blah, you got all this fucking shit. You get Crystallizer, which just peak shit, doesn't really do much. Again, I try and keep most of the settings on standard except for surround, because again, the standard setting for surround is just 4.0. So always run it as high as I can, even when I'm running it through Toslink. Alright, we got all this crap again. If for your mic and stuff, you get all this crystal voice stuff. I'll show it a bit later in use. All that crap. If you wanna, fuck, what is actually this hotkey? Fucking, I don't want to off scout mode. Fucking, that's useless anyway. Just helps you hear footsteps. Again, you got all this stuff if you're gonna use your whatnots. Again, it's all self-explanatory. I'll just quickly go through this. Again, using Dolby Live instead of Dolby Atmos. If I'm running Dolby Atmos, I'll be running it through the Bluetooth headset. All this crap. You get all these mixers, and you get an EQ mixer. I keep it flat unless sometimes, you know, mix it out. Anyway, so that's that. Getting back to this, I'm gonna do a mic test, so stand by. Alright, so this is the mic running through the DAC, through the Soundblaster Omni, and recording on OBS. I'm running, I might as well go through this now. At the moment I'm running the mic boost, all this sort of stuff. I'm not really running effects or nothing like that. This is without mic boost, so no mic boost back on. We're going to turn smart voice off. This is with smart voice off. Smart voice is back on. Noise reduction off. Noise reduction back on. And focus. Focus off. Focus back on. And we might muck around with this. We can see how this sort of works. If you can see me piss farting around with it. It's kind of, I just like to keep it stock standard. Another thing, well, we'll get into this. With these effects, you get all this weird, crazy crap.
Yeah, so I don't know why they would really want to have demon voices and stuff. So we'll go back to neutral.
And yeah, next I'm going to test it just through the initial sound card and not the external sound card. So this is the headset or the headset mic running through the standard internal sound card via Realtek and not Dolby Live, which the external sound card's running. So this is what it sounds like. Oh yeah, I don't know if there's not many differences in these different sound card in the different sound. Yep, a little more options running it through the external sound card and its program. So that's up. I suppose it's up to you to decide. All right, so got it plugged into the Sony PS4. I'm gonna check the mic here. What I've noticed is it does, because of the filter, it does pick up a lot of hissing from my nasal breathing. But this is what it sounds like plugged into the Sony via Bluetooth. Alright, so I'm using the Mi phone mine. So this is what it sounds like through a audio recorder device, like a phone, like how I would use my lav, my smart lav, like this one. But so we got things like fuck, this is gonna be difficult. Gain, it's a whole bunch of other shit that we can fuck around with. Oh, I can't get it down. That's what she said. But I'm not gonna fuck around too much with these, but pretty much that's what they do. Sound gates and whatnot. You can spend all day listening to it back and whatnot, but this is through the phone. Alright, and so why I've decided to downgrade from the Sony Platinum headphones, which can come out around the same year, same time, pretty much twice as much money as the sound quality is a bit. I don't know. Again, I haven't tested them together, and we'll soon find out. The only thing as well that I'm finding is it keeps overheating the dongle. Just once it starts overheating, especially running it with the PC, it overheats a lot, goes to shit, and decides it doesn't want to work. And plus range is keeps far and constantly having to charge them. Alright, using them with the Sony. The virtual surround sound is okay, but nothing that the sound card can do with virtual surround sound. So, again, running with the Sony, they're fine. Running them on PC, so great. And this is the mic from the Soundblaster. It's got a twin mic in it. It's I don't know. I haven't really tested it much, so we'll see how this goes. So we're going to talk about sound quality between the two. The Hyperx, they're coming a long way with stuff. They do have this weird grid where it's designed to separate stuff. So even though these aren't technically 3D or surround sound, that they are capable of so with their internal grid of how it works. It's a little bit like this one. I can't really show you, but you can go and do research yourself. So for these ones, it's more of an angle. So when you got these on, it's more angled to give you sort of like that sort of plane, like as if it's sitting on your ears. Which with these ones, even though they got that tube that goes around for the bass, inside there's like these, again, you have to look it up, little grids, and they're not like multiple speakers, which you can get very expensive ones where they got like speakers all around the ear, and they pretty much, they almost need software to run. Another thing about these, running them through a DAC is recommended because the ohms it takes to run these, or the amount of power, is just enough. Again, with a Sony controller, fuck if I know where I put it. Like, you can run it, but it's not that great. To run it through, just through that, like through my stereo system, through the stereo system, is kind of good because I can amplify it via the but there's not real much way to amplify these. Pretty much look great, they're light, they sound good. Out of the box, they're a bit dodgy for a couple of days because they do have some molding rattle that I noticed. I've run these for about maybe just over a month, and they are getting better. The drivers are starting to wear in pretty well. Again, they're made in exactly the same time as when these come out, but for half the price. Again, if you've got a sound card, external sound card anyway, then you might as well. You know, at the moment they're going cheap because they've brought out the Hyperx Alpha S surround, which pretty much all that is these, but a dongle. So, yeah, it's up to you. So anyway, you don't really need to go out and spend that same amount of money on getting the newest headset, you know, getting a $300 headset. To be honest, I don't really like the mic of this one. It's again, I keep touching it, picks up my breathing. But again, just having an external DAC, you know, I'm using the lapel mic through it now, and running it with the cable that come with the headphones. Just there's a splitter because it's for the smartphone. It's probably a better idea just to use what you got and upgrade other components instead of worrying about getting the best of the best. Like these are fairly light. They're really comfy. You know, they're alright, even with glasses on. They're not that bad. These apparently replaceable. Again, I can go into more about specs about them, but you might as well go and look them up on their website and whatnot. So anyway, we'll finish up there and have a good one, and yeah, stay safe and